Get him now before the police come.
T-minus 5, 4,
Hey, come here.
3, 2, 1. Ignition. Liftoff.
Bonaducci, and you are watching Govs Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple of minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
The Knockem Day Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. The Knockem Day Comedy.
Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warms up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
3-2.
show begins. You're telling all your friends. The party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're back. I've been off for a while, so it's good to be back. We got some great guests. Hope everybody's well. Good to see you. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here at the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up and share the link and all that stupid shit.
You still don't seem like you're used to that.
I'm old. I'm old, so I have absolutely no idea how any of that shit works.
All the shameless self-promoting.
Exactly.
We will never get used to it.
It's.
I'm not used to it either. So.
This is the worst part right here at the very beginning because I play videos and intros and ads because then I'm just sharing it all over the world.
Yeah, I've seen
during that time.
I saw that.
It's a pain in the ass.
There's
I know. Everybody
there's
hates
a car one somewhere.
Yes. Well,
I was waiting for like a good 5-10 minutes the first time I watched.
Oh yeah, and people get annoyed, but I'm like, I'm sharing, and I have to do that.
You know,
otherwise
you
nobody
have like a
knows nothing.
10-second button like you can hit, right? Everybody, like.
What do you mean?
Like you know, like if you go on YouTube and you watch the show.
Oh, there's a delay.
Yeah, you can skip part of it.
Yeah, you can just skip 10 seconds, skip
right.
10 seconds, skip 10 seconds.
Right, or if they're watching it late, right? If they're watching it later, they just drag it to where the show starts.
If you got to do that 50 times, it's better than watching all 5 minutes of ads.
Exactly.
Like you don't even have that on TV. I was watching the Eagles game last night. I almost thought about breaking my Eagles hoodie out over here.
Oh yeah. Eagles.
Yeah.
What do you live closer to Philly?
Well, I'm closer to Philly. I'm about 45 minutes.
All right. Before we go any further, John Brecko.
Yes.
And JP. I don't even know your last name, pal.
PJ Morin.
Morin.
Yeah, PJ Morin.
PJ Morin from the Hot Tag Takes podcast. I have trouble saying that. Hot Tag Takes podcast. They're here. They're from Jersey, and they're hanging out with us today, and it's going to be a blast. So I didn't realize that you're close.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Jersey.
It's been a drive, man. My legs feel like concrete. Like as soon as I got out of the car, I was like, my legs have never felt that rock hard in my life.
But you're wearing your pajamas, so you're comfortable.
I am comfortable. I forgot my work clothes, which is a bathing suit.
Those are
I'm a
comfortable
swim instructor
pajamas.
full-time.
Damn, let me get
right?
Oh, beautiful.
The fact that you're touching
you
him
can,
is...
you can stop grabbing my legs.
I didn't know it was that kind of show you guys had.
Take me to dinner first. I have the fucking sauce. I got it right here. The fucking sauce.
Whoa, look at what? Where did that come from? What the hell?
So I didn't know if we were gonna have time to get food, if we were gonna have any food. I thought we were gonna have a chance to break it out. Doesn't seem like that was the case from the drive.
Oh, did I promise you food if you drove here?
No, dude, you didn't. You're good. We were trying to get food on the way, but we ran into all that traffic. We were just like, nah.
This deli right next door looks like a dump, but their egg sandwiches are unbelievable.
Listen, delis that look like dumps usually have the best stuff.
The best is at night as they're about to close. If you're here, you can smell the bacon from here. Then you walk in. They have. I'm telling you, it's like a big giant pitcher's mound of bacon that they're just making for the next day. It's unbelievable.
I've been here a few times. I even produced a show back here right before COVID.
Oh, did you?
I did it one time. It was for my birthday. We did it like right on January 30th because it was, I think, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Birthday's in September, but
yeah. Well, mine is. So yeah, no, I was turning 25, and then we got locked down like a month and a half later.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Who did that show?
I produced it. I had Kristen Tinsley on it.
Oh, nice.
Who else did I have from Long Island? This is back before I knew to use all the local talent. You know what I mean? So I was bringing people from Jersey. I brought a couple people from Connecticut.
Wow.
We still got like 20 people in the show.
That's all right.
So it ended up being okay. But yeah, no, we produced that like for my 25th birthday, and then I tried to do it after that. That's when I learned I should use local people because I sold like 5 tickets.
Right.
We ended up not being able to do the show.
Yeah, so you took a loss probably. You had because you were covering all of them. Wow.
I did.
But that's all right. We live and learn, and especially in this comedy world.
Yeah, man.
There's so much to freaking learn now.
Oh my God.
Now you're stand up.
Yes.
Do you stand up too or no?
I do. I don't do it as much as I used to because I have a job now that I actually like. and being kind of having something you kind of like and making yourself financially stable. That's not I wouldn't say a death sentence, but
it's hard to do. It's hard to find something you like and make a living at it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially
100%.
in this comedy world. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I do it when I can, but I do the podcast with him a lot. I've been trying to get more shows for us, trying to book on those Monday and Wednesday slots that are open, trying to get good guests for that. And, just trying to do stuff like this. And to be honest, this is actually what I wanted to do coming out of college. So,
okay.
This is what I was always interested in anyway. Comedy kind of came after that. I did Hamilton radio for a little bit, and about 8 months after I started my show over there, that's when I got interested and did my first 10 minutes at a coffee shop. So
Really?
Yeah.
Humble beginnings with John
Brecko. I got thrown in. I got asked to do 10 minutes for my very first set, which I think that's a lot longer than any first set needs to be.
10 minutes can be a long time.
Yeah, man.
Especially for a first time, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are usually nice to you, though, when you do your first set, though.
Well, yeah.
So.
Especially at a coffee house. Yeah. They're much more polite.
100%.
Wow. Yeah, comedy club, they might not be as forgiving.
No, they probably just would have been a little bit more silent, I feel like.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But how did it go?
No, I mean, it went okay. I mean, I had a lot of energy for it, which I think helped.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now that I'm used to being on stage a little bit, I kind of got to remember to bring the energy and, not necessarily be comfortable, but like just bring that energy and just kind of get the crowd into it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean?
The stage presence and the energy, that's half the battle,
Yeah, man.
Even if the jokes are so, if you're selling it with good energy and good presence, it works.
So I got to tell you, man, we did, what was his show? We did it over by where he lives. Half the crowd there was from Kansas.
Kansas.
Okay.
I love that.
So I have a few venues I produce shows out of.
Okay.
And there's this one that I have where I run an open mic there on Wednesdays. The Garwood Rest in Garwood, New Jersey. If you have any, Central North Jersey.
Yeah,
people.
You never know.
What's it called? And I run a monthly showcase show.
Oh.
Whether it's like someone that I like that I don't really have a spot for them on like an actual paid actual guest spot, feature spot, an actual show.
Yeah.
Or someone who's new and I want to give them a shot.
Sure.
Or a friend who I haven't gotten on a show yet.
He was waiting to do that for a while.
Yeah, no, I've been meaning to get you on a show.
He's been trying to get me at this strip club he produces shows at.
I have been, yeah.
All right, I'll let you finish, but we got to get
We'll
that.
get there.
All right, hang on. Wow.
Free wings.
Priorities.
We'll get there. So
That's what matters here. Priorities, I'm telling you.
Listen. Comedy free wings. Either way. I get him on the show. And one of the guys, Tom Crossan, he's a very funny guy. He started probably maybe 6 months ago ish.
Okay.
Knocking it out of the park. Very funny guy. Good storyteller. He was on the show and I was like, yo guys, listen, this is not a bringer. I mean, I'm not charging tickets if you have people who want to come on by. And he had 5 family members come out that live around here.
Okay.
But he just so happened to have 10 to 15 family members from Kansas
That
in
just flew
Jersey at the time.
Wow.
And they were like, oh, you have a show tonight? Let's all go. So half the room was Kansas.
So we just started fucking with him for half the night.
It'd be redneck jokes or something?
I mean, just anything I could think of just about Kansas.
Yeah, no, I think...
I don't remember a lot of my set. But
I think you were the 4th set, and no one had really touched on Kansas yet, and then you started drilling in on Kansas, and then I hosted it.
Oh, my God.
So then after you got off, I went up, and then I just kind of solidified, yo, guys, hold on. And I told this story about how I did a swingers convention in September, and in the Poconos.
We got a lot to talk about.
It was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Comedy's fun. A wild world.
Yeah.
And one of the best
what
things
he does for Rice Krispie treats.
You know it, baby. Deep cut. And one thing I did was on the second night, I'd already seen everyone naked. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's, this is going to be a fun set. And I told everyone, there was a little lull in the room. I was like, take out your titties if you love comedy. And there were 3 women who just, woo!
All right, wait, is this the Swingers Club or this is the
Swingers
Kansas
Club.
people? Oh, you
Swingers
switched over.
Club.
Oh, all right.
So then
I was still in Kansas.
So he's
Okay.
telling the story.
So then
about
I
the
told
Swingers
that
Club in the
story.
middle. That's where he's going.
I brought it. Yeah,
Got it.
It all
Got
goes
it.
around.
He'll go back to Kansas.
So I told that story after he went off stage, and I was like, guys, that might have been one of the best things in comedy I've ever done. But one thing that might be even better, Kansas. And then the whole room, half the room, yeah. And then every time there was a lull in the show, even if someone was on stage, and like I was in the back, Kansas, whole room, woo!
Oh my God!
So,
they
brought the
were
whole
good
room
sports,
up.
man.
Oh no, they were great. They were so much fun.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wizard of Oz and sports. What else was there to talk about with Kansas? I wouldn't know what to say.
I did make a couple Patrick Mahomes jokes.
Right,
You did.
exactly.
That's funny.
Sports.
I
yeah.
have a fat joke where I go, I'm so fat. If I watch Patrick Mahomes play football, I think of the Hawaiian Punch Kid. Because I swear to God, he looks just like it.
Yeah,
Like,
all right,
we make all these Kermit the Frog jokes. Why are we talking about the Hawaiian Punch Kid at all? Like, come on.
Why are you gonna call me the Hawaiian Punch Kid, John Brecko?
Listen,
That's a little mean.
with all due respect, listen.
Listen,
Yeah, I was gonna say you do a good.
listen. All due respect, John. You can't do the fucking Tony the way I do the Tony.
I know I can't do the fucking
You have no
Tony
fucking
the way I
idea
do.
what it's like to be a 20-year-old with looking like a 40-year-old.
You got no
in
fucking
comedy.
idea what it's like to be number
You have
one.
no
Shave that fucking beard.
Listen. I can't legally drink, but that don't mean I don't get carded. You see this fucking beard?
Yeah, I don't get carded either.
Well, yeah, but you're a
That's just
grown
because
up.
I'm older.
Yeah, just because you're a fucking grown-up.
I still do every once in a while.
Listen, I can't wait to be flattered by getting ID'd, but that'll never happen because of this.
Yeah, true.
Never.
Yeah. So,
Because you don't get carded now.
is that the case? You're only 20?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah, I started when I was like 17, maybe 18.
Wow. And you're in your mid 20s?
I'm 28.
28. Okay.
So I'm a little older than that.
And you're the fool who just got engaged. I'm kidding.
I am. I am the fool who just got engaged. I am that fool. So my wedding's actually a little less than a month out.
Oh. So
Yeah.
so you just got engaged and now you're
No, I got engaged not this past August, but last one.
Oh, for some reason I thought it just happened.
Oh,
Okay.
let's talk about that because my car broke down on the way.
On the way here?
On the way to propose.
Oh.
No, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here with all that traffic if my car broke down.
True.
This would have been over.
You sure the car breaking down wasn't like a sign that, you know?
Nah, I mean, I don't know, man. You know, first of all, you know, it cost an arm and a leg because we had to get it to a Wawa because it was on the turnpike when it happened. So we do that. She's all upset from that point, like almost in tears. Like, should we just go home? So
Where were you going?
We were going to a karaoke bar.
Oh, okay.
So
That's romantic.
There was a song I wanted to sing to her,
Okay.
and I wanted to propose at the end of it.
All right.
So, you know, we're at the Wawa.
I'm gonna
you know,
cry.
she's all upset. No, he's not.
No, totally not. No.
So, but she's all upset, and I'm like, I'm not doing this another fucking day. So I'm literally on the verge of going into Wawa and just proposing with ring in one hand, mac and cheese in the other.
Wow.
But I had good friends, and they knew like I was on the verge. I was ready to do that. So they call us an Uber, and you know they cover for us to get there. So we end up getting there a little late, but you know we have fun for about like an hour. I propose. You know we.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the song?
The song "I'll Be" by Edwin McCain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a nice song.
Yeah, it's a
Sing
nice
it.
one.
Yeah. No, I'm not singing it.
Thank you.
I'm not doing that shit here. The only way I would sing it is if we had food for this hot sauce, but that's not happening.
Listen, I have a Nature Valley bar in my backpack.
Who the fuck are you? No.
I'm someone who came prepared and had a snack for the
With-
car.
with a Nature Valley bar. You think I'm gonna put that on this?
And a kind bar.
What kind of terrible person are you?
Someone who likes putting hot sauce on stuff as opposed to nothing.
Listen. The last time we did this, because we've done this segment once on our show so
Okay.
far,
That was fun.
and he was snotting everywhere. Like, he took about half the bottle. Absolutely insane.
I have a hard time even looking at the bottle because I'm not into that shit at all. And I have a very weird palate. I don't
Yeah, man, we got to come
I
back
don't
and do
eat
this
much.
on your show.
Well, that's the thing. Every Thursday, I have a guy come in. His name is Brandon. He's a local comedian, and he brings in food that I don't like, and I have to eat it.
That's an amazing segment.
It's well,
I would
it's-
still come in for that.
It's awful for me. I hate it.
You, yeah.
But our twisted viewers, it's one of our more popular.
I was gonna
segments,
say,
but-
what kind of food does he bring in?
Well, I have a weird palate. I I hate pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
You do
You
have a
hate
weird
pizza.
palate.
I hate cheese.
I'm a quarter Italian, so I'm a little
So do you
offended.
not like ketchup?
I hear you. I don't
Okay.
like ketchup. I love burgers, but if you cook a burger just right, you don't need anything.
See,
That's how I
can't
see
disagree
it.
with that. I can't
Here's the
disagree with
thing.
that.
I'm not mad at that because Abby's even weirder than him.
And Abby's your fiance?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cause
Well, she must be. No.
Because she likes pizza, but she hates ketchup.
Oh, okay.
Which that I don't think makes any sense whatsoever.
I mean, tomato sauce. Listen,
Listen, the
What do you mean,
gravy's more important. Listen.
It's tomato sauce.
Listen, the gravy's more important than the sugary tomato crap they put in Heinz or whatever the fuck they're selling in the shop right nowadays.
Well, I know that, but like, we're here to ask the important questions, everybody. What's the difference between tomato sauce and ketchup? Does a straw have one hole or two holes?
fuck yourself. We had this conversation for 2 hours in the car. He played so many podcast clips. No, it's only one hole. No, a straw has 2 holes. If you were inside of a straw and you were looking, would there be 1 or 2 holes?
I want you to think about this right now. So it has one hole at
my
the start.
fucking God.
That hole finishes, and at the end is where the other hole starts. Like, come on. Like, just because they're connected doesn't
Hold on.
mean...
I might have a crack pipe that can help with this.
These are the things that you guys see. All right, so this is what happens now. So you're going to get
There
married.
was also
So now
pork roll Taylor ham. There was that.
there was what?
The pork roll Taylor ham question.
Oh,
I
okay.
was about to say, you don't know about that one?
No, I know about that.
Okay.
The does he use hot? I'm reading. I read the comments that come in. Andrew Fremder wants to know: does he use hot sauce for shampoo? What does that even mean?
Why would I use hot sauce for shampoo? I don't eat shampoo. Do you
Extra
have some kind
protein.
of edible shampoo?
I have to tell you,
Listen,
our
that might
viewership
be-
is not a high IQ. I'm telling you that right now.
That might be PTSD for me if I try to eat it because I got soap in the mouth a couple
I
times.
mean,
as a
one
kid.
time I tried to
I hear
eat
you.
shampoo, but then that resulted in a miscarriage, so I'm not going to drink shampoo again.
Miscarriage for you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't drink shampoo anymore.
I just want to know where the miscarriage came from.
For me.
See, the IQ here isn't much different.
I'm seeing that as we go on. Yeah. I'm very confused. Yeah. I mean, it's a Monday morning. It doesn't take much to confuse me anyway, but it's...
Listen, Tony just wanted to talk about the strip club.
The strip club, the swingers club, and I want to talk about Karen Krentz because
So
I'm totally in love with Karen Krentz.
Of course. So just so you know, you would actually be the second strip club I've performed in. You
Really?
wouldn't be the first. Because
How much money did you make on the first one?
on the first one, absolutely nothing.
No?
130 in singles.
Exactly.
Then you use them all.
I performed at a strip club, but I have to pay them. So you do? You did a show. Is this a regular thing?
Yeah. Every Thursday in South Amboy, Black Betty's. Matt, you know Matt Bridgestone at all? He
the
AC
name.
Jokes. He runs.
He's Atlantic City.
Yeah, he runs a bunch of
okay.
shows out on AC.
He's far away.
So Bridgestone and I run Black Betty's in South Amboy. It's great. It's a titty bar upstairs, a go-go bar, and then downstairs is a show/open mic, depending on what the week's looking
Titty
like.
bar making you go bam a lam.
With
Whoa, Black Betty.
oh, Black Betty, bam, bam. Dude, what do you think I use for the ad every single
we
time?
can break out sauce shampoo for this. We can make a thing out of that. See, I'm helping your viewers out.
I'm getting scared. That's all I know.
But we get free wings from Planet Wings in Edison. Shout out to them. Great wings because they're friends with Black Betty's. So they were like, "Oh, comedy's going on here? Shit, I like strippers. You know what's better? Chicken."
Wow.
So now we just get chicken every week.
So this is like a huge win-win. You get
It's fun.
titties and wings,
And
Titties,
and
food.
broke comics have dinner and a set.
And that's-
Dinner and a set.
That's a fancy meal for most comedians.
That is a fancy meal. Fucking wings.
My favorite part is when the night's over and you see the
Usually they're
comedians
stuck
that
on pizza. He has to eat food he hates. It's
you see the comedians
not
that,
just the segment.
you see the comedians that are gonna leave right after the mic. They grab little Tupperwares and they just start.
Wow. Throwing it in their
What a
pockets.
bunch
like
of
homeless
assholes.
people.
I mean, listen. I have no shame. I've done it too. That's free protein, and the wings are fucking good. But
They're from Planet Wings, you said?
Planet Wings,
I gotta
good
check
wings.
that out.
Wow.
I was gonna say I just noticed for the first time there was an IHOP next to a wing stop, like right when you come down Division Ave.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right here.
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've seen that. That was the first time I saw the law firm. That was the first time I saw all that shit.
That's just chicken and waffles items sold separately. Like it's right there.
Yep.
Oh, I just thought of that now.
Listen,
Dude,
yo,
I'm not high enough for this shit.
chicken and waffles are great. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Oh,
Chicken
sure.
and waffles are just the best?
Sure.
Okay, cool. There's no... Actually, no, there is a story about chicken and waffles.
You got to put the waffle. You got to put the chicken between the waffles, though. I feel like.
Hot dog style?
Yeah, you got to do that at least once. That's another important question.
You got-
what classifies as a sandwich?
Are we
Listen,
having
when
this
you have
hot dog
3.5
sandwich chat
hours-
conversation
When you
again?
have 3.5 hours in the car, you got time.
And you still have probably another 3.5 back.
Well,
You guys
I
might
hope
not survive this. Yeah.
I hope not.
I mean, we had rush hour traffic, so I'm hoping that we don't have to hit that on the way back.
Yeah, true. I hope.
To let everybody know about my morning. So I got up first. I got up like around 6:30, and brushed my teeth and everything, and I pretty much go straight out the door. I go to get PJ. I get there around like 7, probably 40 something, 45, yeah. And then I remember on the way we're going, and it says like an hour 46 because I got to stop and get gas, so it's like 10:05.
Okay.
And I end up hitting a little bit of traffic, which I expect because New York.
Right.
And I go to the left. GPS tells me to go to the left. I go to the left, and somehow that adds like a half hour to the trip right there.
Really?
And that's when I start looking at my GPS. Like it starts at 10:32.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, 10:38.
Yep.
And then it was like 5-minute intervals. 43.
Yep.
48. 53. 52. 59. 58. I'm stressed out.
Well,
and finally we get here at like 11:02.
Right. Well, that's what I told you. Don't stress. We're just.
Yeah, man.
It's.
I was like, I don't know how he's gonna feel about the PJs. And then when I texted him, told him what was going on, when I had about 20 minutes. Don't text and drive, by the way.
Right. Sitting in one spot.
I was like, just so you know, I forgot my work clothes. I wanted to be comfortable. He's like, I don't want to see you naked. I was like, I'm in PJs, bro. That's what I was like. This will be fine.
Yeah, this is.
I mean, if you want, I got shorts you can wear.
We don't have high expectations.
So now you want me to change when he said he doesn't want to see me naked?
Yeah.
Underwear isn't naked.
I don't have underwear.
Fair point.
All right. Yeah.
Well, he asked.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Break out the sauce.
Call the man Tom Petty because he's free ball.
That's right.
Well, now I know what he's going to eat with the sauce since you're not wearing underwear. I didn't know that was happening on this show.
Yeah.
By the way, Andy Plajanos, who is watching, he hosts a show with me on Fridays. In fact, that's him up there.
Yo, Andy, you look beautiful up there.
Which I was going to...
sparkles.
The bedazzled shirt is just so cute.
Oh, the shirt is...
I
love that shirt. Which I was going to ask you about anyway, because he's actually one of our mutual friends on Facebook. You're friends with a lot of Long Island comedians.
So, I mean, I've been to Long Island a few times. I've been up here to perform definitely more than once. I've been to Governor's a few times. I used to go to Coaster's Tavern to perform on Kristen Tinsley's show.
You're right, okay.
So, I've met quite a few people from Long Island. I've performed with Steve Perillo before. Antonio Clark, Johnny Lambros.
Oh, okay.
Who else we got?
All right, well, you're mentioning some scary
James
names.
Raynolo, God rest his soul.
God, yes. That was that was a tough blow to our community.
We lost Anthony Quinn this year over in Jersey. So, and I know that hit him pretty hard.
That one was tough.
Oh, yeah.
You ever met Anthony Quinn?
Yeah, I did.
Dude,
actually.
We were running a show, like a nice show, like a nice Italian restaurant. 5 minutes prior, one of the guys that runs shows, I'm just talking to some of my friends who came. I'm like, "Hey, how's your dinner? You guys like it? You ready for the show?"
Yeah.
That whole little song and dance.
And I'm Anthony Quinn.
Hold on, you got to do it right. I'm Anthony Quinn. You got to do it right. What the fuck? Put respect on my name.
I don't do impressions, bro.
That's fair. So he calls me over and he's like, PJ. I'm like, oh shit. Did someone pay for a ticket, not show up?
Yeah, right.
Oh, is there a problem with seats? He's like, dude, Quinn died.
Oh,
and I was like, what do you mean? He was like, dude, Quinn died. My first thought was, dude, it's a prank. No shot. He's actually gone. It's a bit. He's gonna come back and be like, it was a Quinspiracy. That's what I
podcast about that.
That's what I fully. I mean, I did his podcast. The Quinspiracy was fun. So I fully thought it was a prank, and then I open up Facebook and I'm like, Oh, this is not like if this is a prank, everyone's gonna be mad at him, but I'll be glad he's okay.
Right.
But then we went to his memorial mic. I mean, his mic was maybe pulling like 5-6 comics a week, maybe 8 on a good week.
Yeah.
Room ended up being a super spreader event. Packed the room full of, I think it was almost 90 people.
Wow.
There were like 73 people on the list because it was like a memorial mic. So we just went up and told stories about him and whatnot. And there was actually one kid who had never done comedy before, and he had seen the flyer for this mic on Facebook like a few weeks prior. So he shows up. Like the first 3 sets are like, guys, I miss my friend Anthony Quinn. You know, may he rest in peace. The 4th set is just some like, I think he was like Nigerian. And he goes up and he's talking about, he's like, my uncle touched my penis. just running straight bits at a dead man's memorial.
That's
mic.
hilarious.
But the beautiful thing about that is that's how
Everybody
he would have
started
wanted
laughing.
it.
Right.
That's how Anthony
Right.
Quinn would have wanted it.
That's fantastic.
In death we are in life.
But anyway, the reason I brought up Plajanos in the first place is because his comment, it's 1 hole with 2 openings.
Okay.
Arguable.
So-
yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. 1 hole starts where the other hole finishes. That hole starts where the other hole finishes. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
So here's my question. If you were shrunk down to be inside of a straw, you're in the middle of a straw, right? And you look to one and you look to the other and you see 2 openings, right? Do you see 2 different holes? Or do you see...
Yeah, I see an enter hole and an exit hole.
Or do you see an
Depends on which
entrance
way
and
I'm going.
an entrance and an exit to one hole, and you're just in the middle of that hole?
See, I see an entrance hole and an exit hole. See what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay, I mean, I don't see... I hear what you're saying. I think you're fucking...
You know, I tried to have this debate with Abby. She's like, I don't argue with men that have less tattoos than me. She's got one tiny tattoo on her fucking ankle.
Oh, that's
like
it?
This like little thing. It's a straw hat from a show we watch.
She's got the Luffy hat?
Yeah, she's got the Luffy hat.
Wow.
That's some keeper shit right there.
No, yeah,
Shout out
that's
Abby,
what I'm saying.
yo.
But you can't just pull that on me. Like, come on, man. What are you doing?
Get some ink.
I'll break out the fucking sauce in your food. She's no better with hot sauce than you. She'll tell you herself. She's got the palate of a 4-year-old.
I don't have a problem with it, to be honest with you. But Pepper Palace. I fucking hate pepper. See, I'm weird. Wow, and it's expensive. $20.
Well, it is. I actually got those on a deal. It was 2 for, I think, like 17.
I mean, listen, if you're
It
not...
is a hot sauce store, to be fair.
If you're not going to crack the souse, I'll crack the souse.
I'm not gonna crack it on the bar.
No, I mean open it.
Why? I'm not just gonna open it for no reason.
Smash! All right. You want to go get something next door? And I'll buy you guys breakfast if you want to get something next door.
Oh no,
You ain't
thank you.
gotta do that. I got it. No, I appreciate you having us on, man.
No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I feel bad you had to drive 1,800 hours.
I appreciate having a reason to come down here. I haven't in a long time.
I had a fun road trip with my friend.
Oh.
Yeah, friendship.
This fucking guy. He didn't have to drive.
I did not.
That's how you know.
Passenger princess #1 over here, dude.
I was like, thank God one of us isn't stressed out.
No, he's sitting there. He's like, it says 11:02. It says 11:02. Fuck. And then he was like, dude, listen, being late. I hate being late. I was like, no, I get it. Being late sucks, dude.
It does.
I always like being early, dude. To be early is to be on time, and to be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable.
I'm
right.
so
Yep.
used to that from doing radio. Also, that's ingrained.
And that's fair.
That's
Yep,
ingrained
absolutely.
from being a swim instructor. That's ingrained from radio because it's all stuff you got to be early for.
Well,
It's all
comedy
stuff you
too.
got-
You're late. That's a big freaking no-no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So what was the radio, like terrestrial radio? You're playing music?
So
like,
I've done a few different stations. I've
Okay.
done WBCB in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
oh,
Okay.
Which is AM radio. I had to make it clear it was Levittown, Pennsylvania, because we're in Levittown. Mm-hmm. Just so everybody
we
knows.
are in Levittown, New York. That's right.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is not this one.
So, no, this is the wrong Levittown.
Yep.
Yeah, I've done that. I've done. I've been on a couple shows there. I used to do news for them in the morning. I used to help out with that.
You did
And-
news? Like you reported the news?
Yeah, I helped the news director do it.
Oh, okay.
So I did that for them. I did color commentary for them as well, different high school sports games in the area.
Oh, wow.
I've done Hamilton radio. I've been there for about 6 years.
And what is that?
So that's internet radio,
Okay.
which I've done a couple of those. I did a station, Pop Radio 77. They're internet radio also. I don't think they're running anymore. I also did a small one called Can You Dig Sports Radio. A guy from Brooklyn actually tried to get a station off the ground. Unfortunately, wasn't successful. He's still doing his thing with a podcast and everything, though. And that was a fun time, man. I did a show with a guy named Darren Silver. Shout out to him. I believe he's an Indiana comic. He was in Phoenix at the time when I was doing the show with him.
Okay.
That's actually where I'm going on my honeymoon, by the way.
Phoenix?
In case you wanted to know. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Is there stuff to do there?
So there's the Grand Canyon.
Oh, all right.
That's about a 2.5 hour drive.
That's beautiful.
We wanted to do Route 66, but traveling that far for like 2 weeks, it was just too much. So we're doing Grand Canyon. We'll probably stop in Route 66 for a little bit. And apparently there's some sights to see in Sedona as well.
Oh, okay.
It was crazy. What the crazy part is, the Eagles are playing the Cardinals that week, and we actually not that week. The week after, we missed it by 1 week.
Oh, so you guys got a plan, man.
Yeah, man.
Now, she's a football fan too, or no?
Well, because of me. Like, we have this bar that we go to called Firkin Tavern back home. I go there for the game. She goes there for the chicken parm. So that's normally how that works.
Yes.
Listen, chicken parm is valid.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
That's what we should have got here.
Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine this on chicken parm?
Oh, my God.
I would.
That's a garlic one, too, by the way.
I'll do a shot of it right now.
Do you like...
Dude, I'm 20. My immune system can handle it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
use
true.
what I have to my benefit.
You're invincible at that age. Absolutely.
So here's what I want you to know. So everybody that wants to watch our show at Hamilton Radio, definitely please do like, subscribe. We're having a comedian on named Tammy Pescatelli.
Yeah, she's great. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
very nice.
So, and that's when I plan to break out the sauce, because I got an Italian lady on. We want to break out the fucking sauce for that.
Well, is she coming in? Or
She's
Zoom?
probably going to do it on Zoom.
Oh.
But
She
I
needs
still
to come
want to
in so
break
she
out
can
the
have some.
fucking sauce.
So put a little bit in Ziploc and UPS it overnight.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I mean, if she likes hot food, I would do that.
I bet she does.
I don't know if she does or not.
I bet it doesn't matter. You should be lucky that you're on Hot Tag Takes, bitch. Take the shot.
That's right.
Just put that out there on the other show the day before.
Yeah, say that first thing as soon as she comes on. Call her a bitch like that. See how that
be
goes.
like, yeah, you're lucky to be here, bitch. We got 4 viewers right now.
That's right.
Shout out to Christy Miller, by the way, for helping us make that happen.
Can I tell you, Christy Miller is one of the freaking best people out there, man.
Yeah.
I love Christy Miller.
I mean, she was great. Dude, that was such a fun show.
That was a really fun show.
Oh,
That
it's
really
always
was.
fun with Christy
That
Miller.
was a lot of fun.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's
I'd love
nonstop.
to have her
man.
back on again, man. She's fucking great.
What, so and then she hooked you up with Tammy?
She did, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So she was on the show first, and, I kind of sent a feeler message out to Tammy,
Okay.
and she just was like, make sure to thank Christy Miller.
Wow.
So I made sure to do that as soon as I could, and, we haven't done the show yet, so I'll thank her every chance I get.
Right.
So
Well, and how'd you get Christy Miller? Do you guys know her from doing comedy?
I
or-
just messaged her.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
hey, do you want to come on? She was like, sure.
She's great.
So that was just, me kind of shooting my shot.
This dude's the king of feelers.
Is that right? Yeah.
Like he'll just reach out to a bunch of people. Like what's it called? In March, he was like, oh, by the way, or maybe it was like May or something. He was like, we're gonna have Tommy Chong on in a few days,
So-
or in a few weeks. And I was like,
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man.
See, here's the thing that happened with that. So I knew a person who knew Tommy Chong's agent.
Okay.
That's how we got the Tommy Chong one. So I reached out to him, and then he told me Tommy would love to come on.
That's
and stuff
awesome.
like that.
But
So
use that smart networking, Melon. You have the opportunity, dude. So many people have
I've
opportunities.
done this for a little while.
So many people have opportunities and then just don't take them.
It's-
What if they say no? What if they say no?
That's exactly it.
What
The
if
worst
they
they
don't
can do is
reply?
say no.
Yeah,
Then you
worst
just
they
move
can do
on.
is say
Worst
no.
case scenario.
Right. Or they ignore you. All right,
Yeah.
okay, fine. And you just keep going.
Yeah,
that's
that's
how
it.
I got, I talk about it all the time. I had Kevin Pollock in here. Do you guys know who that is? Kevin
I've
Pollak.
definitely heard
the
that
name
name.
He was in A Few Good Men. He was in The Usual Suspects. Are you familiar with any of these movies? You guys are so young. You're killing me.
The names are familiar.
Yeah.
Yes, I could
Wait,
I could
comedian,
remember
right?
if I've seen him before.
Comedian. He does a mean Shatner. He does Peter Falk.
Yeah. He's
He was on
he's
Miss
impression-
Maisel.
I've seen him on the Comedy Central roasts.
Oh, yeah. I think he's done some of those.
He's hilarious. His
He's
impressions
great.
are great. Doesn't he
Oh,
have
yeah.
that micro impression of Liam Neeson?
Banana. I think so.
You know, I love that video. He was like the whole goal of the game is to do to say one word, but
Yes.
someone has to guess the impression. Then he goes,
Yeah.
banana.
Yep. That's him. That's Kevin Pollak. Yes.
He's a very funny guy.
Having a show at a place like this must be kind of exciting because you
yeah.
get
This
to
is
make
Kevin.
contact.
So that's Kevin Pollak.
Yeah. Because you get to make contacts with so many different comedians, and you're able.
His
to get them
impressions
on
are
a lot of
impressive.
times.
Oh, he's
They're
unbelievable.
very impressive.
Yeah. Well, and yes, that is the beauty of being here. That's why I love doing it here because you know we've had. I mean, Orlando Jones came in here over the summer because he was performing,
cool.
so we were in
That's
here.
Cool shit, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Roy Wood Jr. He came in. He sat down in here before he went out on the stage. He had so much fun that as soon as he finished, he came back.
Really?
And that to me just speaks volumes.
That is the coolest shit.
He's funny as shit.
I would love to do
he's
something like
fantastic.
that.
He's really funny.
Dude, I swear to God, if that happened to me, I'd probably be lose track of time and be like, "Yo, your set's up. What are you doing?"
Yeah, right.
I could see that happening if I would do something like that.
He wouldn't go on air, but Kevin James has hung out in here.
That's cool.
Jackie the Joke Man, he's in here fairly regularly. I don't even. Is that too old?
One more time.
Jackie the Joke Man.
I've definitely heard that name somewhere.
He was a regular on Stern when Stern was at the height of his career.
Okay.
Jackie
I've seen a few clips. Yeah.
So many people, and I mean sometimes even the ones that don't come in but just wave to us, we're like, we'll take it. You know, David Tell walks by and waves. Even Dice actually just stopped one day and said, "Have a nice night" as he was leaving. We're like, holy shit!
Did I tell you we saw David Tell at my bachelor party?
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was the whole point. We went to go see David Tell. I mean, we did like an escape room before
Why
that.
weren't you there? You weren't invited?
I didn't know him yet.
It was my groomsman. It was just my groomsman.
Oh, so you guys haven't even known each other that long?
I did my groomsman and one other person. I met him back in April, so it had been a few months.
Yeah.
This past April?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was getting to this earlier with the whole like him being a mastermind of reaching out to people.
Right.
It's like my rule with comedy, and it has yet to fail me. Never say no. I have a never say no rule. Just yes, yes, yes. I was doing a 4-person bringer at a club in Manhattan, and I assume that the producer has heard this excuse before, but I took the train in, and my 4 bringers were actually, it was raining very hard that day. They actually totaled their car, got into a car crash on the Garden State.
Oh my goodness!
And I was like, "Hey man, my bringers got into a car accident."
Holy shit!
And he was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "No, here's a picture of the car. Like, actually, I swear to God, like, you see the date." And he was like, "You can pay $75." I was like,
"Oh wow,
for what?" He was like, 7 minutes. I look and I was like, "There's 9 people in there." He was like, "I can do 60." And I was like, "No thanks, bye."
Wow.
So I went downstairs, and I used to do a Julius Carr's drive-by show at Broadway before.
Okay.
So the staff downstairs knew me. And like, "Oh, PJ, how you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, you performing tonight?" I was like, "I was gonna." And they were like, "You still get the comedy prices." I was like, "Yes." So I got myself when you ask them for some rum, they take a plastic cup, fill it to the brim with just straight up rum.
Oh my goodness!
I was like,
figured.
"Oh my goodness gracious!"
So you've heard because you're not 21 yet.
So I've heard.
That's right. It was what he was told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So back to the story. So
I give you alcohol too. It's okay. You seem like a good guy to drink with.
I was drinking last night. It's fine. Listen, I didn't start drinking like early, like 14, but I also didn't start drinking on time, like 21. Like
First time I got drunk, I was 15.
I mean, first thing I got drunk was 15 too, but I mean, like consistently going out, I would say probably like 18, 19. So like I've learned to respect the sauce.
You don't have access. So.
Yes, I do.
Well,
I'm going to an open mic. I have a beard. I have $5. Here you go.
I'm talking about like when you're like 15 and you're going to high school, like you're still living at your parents. You don't have access.
Yeah, my dad didn't mark the bottles as well as he thought he did.
All right, well that's true. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a couple.
He was
times.
too busy dealing with a divorce to mark the bottles, dude. being the oldest of 4 during a divorce, you got away with so much shit.
Is that right?
So much shit. But you also get cracked down a little bit. But like you also like between the confusion, it's like you got to weave through the confusion, get your thing. Either way, I'm downstairs. I'm drinking some water, a big cup of water. I started hanging out with Troy Bond. Just 'cause he was down there, and I'd met him before. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
So I hung out with him, just like shot the shit, picked his brain a little bit. And then I went outside because I was like, I'm not going to loiter downstairs for like an hour.
Right.
But I was like, I'm not going to waste this trip. So I'm outside. If an audience member comes outside, they're leaving a show. I was just straight up like running a bit off of them, just loitering. And then when comics came out, I'd be like, yo, what's your Instagram, man? Because like this is like I started doing comedy, I would say consistently. Like I started around 17, 18, but consistently like multiple times a week. Maybe last August, so like a year and a month, maybe year and 2 months. So I'm still, this is April, so I'm still in my like, I don't have a production company yet. I'm not running shows yet. I'm just kind of trying to, I'm nice to meet you. I'm PJ. Doing my little networky thing.
I walked out with one of my favorite shirts too, so it's probably why this conversation lasted as long as it did. So
no, it's because your wife is cute. No, I'm playing.
Not wrong, but
shout out Abby.
I had a tank top on, and there's this cat riding a unicorn, and this cat's packing. It's holding a gun. I actually almost wore it to work one time, which is a bad idea because I work with kids.
yeah.
Abby had to stop me going out the door because I didn't know the gun was there. At first, she was like, "No."
Wow. Well, you know what? That actually reminds me. I wanted to play something for you guys.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts now.
Oh, I love that shirt.
Just so you guys know.
Oh,
the keg that says I'd tap that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want to move the mic so they can see it. There
I'd tap it too.
I'd tap that. Oh, but the long story, he came out, I was like, here's some jokes, and he was like,
I'm okay. Stop. It's okay. Take me to dinner first.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Deli right next door.
Yo, I'll get you IHOP. No, but so either way, the long story short of that, I made that long story too long. I met him, shot the shit with him. He was like, "Hey, I have a radio show. Want to come by?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I went by. Sorry, this is where the never say no rule comes in. He was like, "It's in Trenton." I was like, "I'm 20. I don't have a car." Sure, I'll figure it out. Anything, I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I've done this before. I just picked them up from the train station.
Yeah, just
take
an Uber to the Rahway train station, 40-minute straight shot to Hamilton, get in his car. Boom, done. But so then I just started coming back every week, and he was like, dude, I've offered this to so many people, and no one else has taken me up on. And I was like, I know. I'm the co-host now.
Yeah, so basically, you said, though, I have nobody else, so you're in.
I have an open door policy for my show, though, and I try to stress that even more now. But anybody who wants to come on my show, you're always welcome. It's an open door policy. Like if I know you and you just show up, like I'm gonna be like, yo, come on. I don't give
fun.
a shit.
More the merrier.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. I love that kind of atmosphere where people just show up and then everybody's just hanging out and bullshitting. I love that.
Here's the thing: a lot of people when you talk about radio, they don't want to have too many people on the show because they think too many cooks in the kitchen. There just has to be a head chef.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So when it's your show, you're the head chef.
Right.
When it's my show, I'm the head chef.
Absolutely right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So all you have to do is you have to have a head chef, and you have to kind of let the head chef guide the show a little bit and take it from there.
We do a show not every week, but on a lot of Saturdays. We call it Live from Governor's Green Room because I can actually see the door to the green room from here. And then there's a door to the stage inside the green room, so you just walk right out.
That is the smallest green room.
Oh yeah, I know this.
I've ever been in.
This studio is almost, I think, probably the same size as the green room.
Really? I thought the green room was smaller.
It might be a tiny bit smaller.
You put all the comics in this, they get packed like sardines in there.
Oh
man.
yeah, but that's why I love this because a lot of them will bleed out and they'll be in the hallway, so that you just hang out in the hallway and hang out with a bunch of different comedians. But the so a lot of times we're in here on Saturday night, so a lot of and we get comedians from all the different stages because there's 3 stages here. We're like, just come on in, anybody, and that happens a lot. You'll get a lot of comedians sitting on the couch, sitting here, and next thing you know, you're having 5 different conversations. So that could be a little bit of a bitch sometimes. You got to back off and try to, So I find myself sometimes shutting mics off just so I can get one conversation. I've had people get mad at me, but.
What are you going to do?
Right, exactly.
It's better. You're better off hearing them in the background. It'll make a nicer ambiance that way.
Yeah, true. Sounds like a nice party. So, all right. So, give me your. All right. Tell me who's your biggest or most famous guest? Would that be Tommy Chong or
Tommy Chong?
Okay,
100%.
But who is your best guest? Or
who was my
I
best
don't know if you
guest?
want to say and piss off other people.
I will
but-
say this: Tommy Chong was a very good guest.
Yeah.
Just off the top of my head, that guy can talk for.
He's got great stories.
days.
He's done one
man.
or two of our shows here. He's
Oh,
great.
man. Yeah, no, he could talk for days. And the thing is, last time we had him on, he spent half of it just talking about the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of just let him go.
Yes, you have to.
He was like, man, we're all pretty small, man.
Like it's
And I was like, yeah.
like
That was good.
It started with that '70s show. Went into a little bit of Danny Masterson, how he got into like Scientology and how like that kind of like.
And
ruined
that was
him
a
or
recent
whatever.
topic at the time.
And
That whole shebang.
and then he kind of
that's
just
crazy.
went into the universe from there.
Wow.
And because here's the thing, we've had John Pavaromo on before,
Okay.
and because he's also had Tommy Chong on his show, and I told him like the exact way it came up, and he's like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
Yeah.
So it's like this clearly isn't the first time he's done this exact conversation.
Wow. What was? Give me like the worst. How long have you been doing it?
So the show, I've been doing it 6 years. I used to call it the Round Table. I started calling it Hot Tag Takes a couple years ago when I was doing it with a friend of mine named Mitch Lane. He doesn't do comedy.
Okay.
Like he did it like maybe once when he was drunk. So no, but I started the show with him because he told me like he wanted to do stuff like that. I was like, bro, I could shoot the shit with you for ages. Let's just do it together. So we did that. We started bringing guests on, and the show kind of just went from there. He doesn't do it now because he got a job with the MLB Network.
Oh, nice.
And
Wow.
so he's been doing night shifts over there, been doing their highlight videos and stuff like that. So, he's liking the job, he's enjoying it, but unfortunately, you can't be there and here at the same time.
Right.
And they're probably not going to like it if you go on a podcast for an hour at work.
Yeah.
Eventually, somebody's going to notice if you go to the bathroom for an hour. Try to do the show from there on Zoom.
Yo, listen, I have IBS. You're fucking speaking my language right now. Every single time I get, oh, you're in the bathroom for 10 minutes again? Yeah, well, Cheryl was vaping for 15, so let me shit.
That's the handy thing about Zoom. You don't need pants. Just don't turn the camera down.
That's it.
And just
you
make
ever
sure you
decide
keep
to do
socks
that,
on.
Mitch?
Just because, listen, no pants is fine, but no socks. Now you're making it a little weird. Like, you gotta
You're not gonna know.
keep the dogs in check.
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know. You're like, I'm not gonna put the camera onto my feet.
Yeah, no, but you're still gonna know.
You know what? The straw has 2 holes. Fuck you.
And that's what we call in comedy, ladies and gentlemen, a callback.
There it is.
That's what we call in comedy.
Whoa.
I just took a sniff there.
You did. You did.
He wasn't ready for that.
He wasn't ready for that.
Not every day somebody comes in here and sniffs your mic.
dude.
What did you get a whiff of over here?
A whiff
Coke.
of?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be hopeful sometimes, right? Man can dream.
All right, let's get to the important stuff. Tell me about the Swingers Club.
Yes.
They
The
did
important stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So you told them all. Well, first of all, where was this?
Poconos.
They have a Swingers Club in the Poconos?
No, so this swingers group rented out an entire hotel for the weekend.
Oh.
So, like, they created their own little safe space.
Right.
in
Just so
there.
you know, there's a chair with a penis on it somewhere in this story.
Yes, there is. It's called a Sibian. They rented out the whole
He
hotel.
doesn't seem surprised at that.
I know what a Sibian is.
Yeah. I didn't until I did.
Well, you're only 20. But
See, they don't sell that at Spencer's, you know.
Yeah, they don't.
Not yet.
So I was working. I was working at this deli, and I was supposed to get off at 5, right? And I had already sliced my finger open earlier in the day. I was already not feeling great. I was like, I don't feel like saying it. It's like it was $10 an hour cash.
Yeah.
I just needed money. You know what I mean? I'm broke.
I hear you.
College. But I got a phone call from 2 comedians at 2 o'clock.
Tries to act like he wasn't using the Sibian for money.
he was the Sibian.
Ah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Viking flavored. Either way. I get a phone call from 2 comedians. I answer them. You know Dave Hodge or Anthony Ennis?
What was it? Anthony what?
Ennis.
No. I know Dave Hodge.
Love
yeah.
Hodge. Hodge is actually usually at Betty's on Thursdays.
Okay. Wow.
I love Hodge. Hodge is the best.
he's
He's
going
getting married,
bandwagon
actually. He's getting
Betty's.
married at the end of November. His
very
fiance is super nice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
Yeah, no. So I'm invited to your wedding, and then I'm crashing his. So I got 2 weddings this month.
Oh, cool.
Or next month.
Isn't he like the very next? Isn't he the day before the very next day?
No, he's a Thanksgiving weekend. You're mid.
I am Thanksgiving weekend, dude. I'm that Sunday.
Oh wait, then it's reversed.
I'm that Sunday. I'm the 26th.
Oh, then he's the Friday. Whoops. Either way, he calls me. He says, "What's going on, sexy?" Because he's Hodge. I love him. And I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He was like, "Hey, man, I have." He was like, "I have a spot. I have a spot for you on the Poconos. It's not paid, but your room's comped." And I was like, "Free vacation? Hell yeah,
sure."
And he was like, "But I'm picking you up in 2 hours." I was like, I'll tell my boss I'm sick. So, but before I hang up the phone, he's like, "Oh, by the way, you need to bring your girl." I was like, "I'm down to bring her, but like, why do I need to?" And he said, "Remember that swingers convention that I told you about a few months ago?" I was like, "The swingers convention?" He was like, "Yeah, no single dudes allowed." I was like, "Shut the fuck up. This is great."
But if you're the entertainment, like that's I'd be suspicious right away. What do you mean I got to bring my girl? I got to offer her up?
Hold on.
What does
No,
that mean?
Hold on.
just
Why
so there's
aren't
not-
single people allowed? Like, why can't?
Well,
we do
no,
that?
single women are allowed, but they didn't.
Yeah.
But they don't want a bunch of like dudes to be like,
Oh yeah, it'd be 100 to 1. You know,
Yeah,
100
yeah.
guys every girl.
You
Yeah,
gotta control that ratio.
but again, I'm thinking you're the entertainment. You're not there to partake. Well, unfortunately, but you're just there to entertain. Like,
I mean,
listen.
what did they? I mean, so what did you walked in with her and
Yeah, no complaints. It was great. Listen, I got her free lingerie. I got a free cheetah thong. That was
Oh,
my fit for the
sweet.
second night. Just cheetah thong, socks,
Okay.
and nothing else. It was great.
Oh, the second night you had to stay there,
Yeah.
so you got to experience these guys.
Oh! Me and the other comics were on the party floor, so we closed. So it's not easy to tell, but I'm a little autistic, so I like my quiet time. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice. Me and my girlfriend, we
He says
had
all the time he's retarded on paper.
yeah, that too.
I wrote out an intro where I mentioned that. Oh,
My
hold
poor
on,
mother.
hold on.
My poor mother.
Before we go any further, I gotta tell him something funny.
Okay, go
that
ahead.
happened at the show. You already know where I'm probably going with this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he has a 12-year-old brother with Down syndrome, the most adorable kid.
You do.
Yeah, he's the
Okay.
sweetest.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oldest of 4. He's the youngest.
Right,
Literally
okay.
the sweetest kid. He was trying to talk to me during the show. I was kind of letting him a little bit. You know, he was giving me fist bumps the whole show. He actually went up there and did a couple of jokes. PJ let him do a couple of jokes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's 12. It's the
That's
cutest thing.
awesome.
He's
Yeah,
easily
absolutely.
the best set of the night, like just
Yeah.
on his own. No contest.
I mean, when I started comedy, every night I go out, he'd be like, "Peter, where are you going?" I'm like, "I'm going to do comedy." He's like, "Okay, I will stay home and I will practice my jokes." And so
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I'll throw him a set on my
Absolutely.
show, sure.
That's cool.
Why not?"
Very
Yeah,
cool.
But since I was the 4th comic up, I didn't realize his family was coming. And my opening, and a lot of nights, my opening joke is I used to have glasses. I didn't wear them tonight because they make me look like Clark Kent with a little extra Down syndrome.
Oh my
And
goodness.
his whole fucking family is in the audience.
Front row.
Like, he's got his mom. I think he had an aunt there. He's got his other two. He's got his other brother and his sister.
That's a great joke, by the way. But
No, it is a great joke, but they're front row.
so what?
And
Were they
I'm-
like
and I-
this, or were they laughing?
No, I went up to PJ beforehand. I was like, I just realized your brother and your mom are in the audience. Like, here's the joke that I open a lot of times with. And he was like, yeah, I don't know about that one tonight. And I'm like, thank God I said something before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen. I hate telling comics what they can and can't say. I
Right.
hate all that shit. I would never silence a comic. If he said that joke, that's the way it would be. But you know, I appreciate you asking me beforehand.
But really, that's common courtesy. You know, like if somebody you know, like
Yeah.
amazing comic like Finn is in the crowd.
Of course.
You know,
And
with,
I hear
with his mother and his older brother is producing the show.
right. And I hear what you're saying. You don't want
that's a little bit
to
courteous.
tell them what to say, but at the same time, as the comedian, I don't want to go out there and alienate them either.
You gotta
Yeah.
have a- you
I
gotta
want them
have
to
a-
relate and be on my side.
Yeah,
it's a great fucking joke, but
Yeah.
I think that was a time that called for a little bit of a
Yeah.
sense of
Oh,
awareness.
absolutely.
like if I was the one approaching you, I wouldn't be like, "Dude, don't do that joke." I'd be like, "Listen, if you do this joke that with the people that I know are in the audience, that
Right.
might so like it's your call. You can say the joke if you want to. I'm never gonna tell a comic what they can or can't say.
Sure.
Say anything you want. You're a comedian,
Yeah, man.
but it might not work in this room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially after he went up already, it kind of stole my spotlight a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's it, man. I'm telling you.
his killer 45 seconds.
That's right. Exactly. Got a good 3 punchlines in there. He's got a good formula.
He does.
Smart
kid.
I tell the story all the time. So my apologies to you guys if you're watching. I'm on 4 days a week. I have the same stories a lot. I was doing a show where a comedian who I never met before. He went on stage and he was a young guy and he was dressed like he had the nicest tight pants on. He had a collared shirt. Like he was decked out. He was all excited. It was one of his first shows.
Did you? Yeah.
Well, yeah, the same thing. This guy was young. He still is. So he goes out and he's doing his set, and he was making all sorts of jokes about going on a blind date with a one-legged girl.
Okay.
And I'm standing back there, and then so I go out to do my set, and I just had a field day with that guy because I just. You got your sauce, I got my leg, baby.
You see.
I had no fucking clue. That was the best. That was the best way. That was the best way to divulge that information ever.
But no, it's a true story. It's a true story. So I went out there and I'm doing my bit, and I did because that's half my act. So I did that, and I sure enough.
A heart attack.
And I did the callback to that guy. I go, how about that guy with his one-legged jokes? And that's all I said, and the crowd just roared because again, the callbacks they can't get enough callbacks.
Funny.
And then I just go, fuck that guy, just like that. And the place went, it was probably the best set I ever had. This place just went nuts. And then I said, go back, because he was dressed so nice. I said, go back to your boy band, you prick.
How?
And they just, it's probably the best set I ever had. Oh, yeah.
I was so confused for a second. I was like, does he have like a prop down there? And then I was like, oh, it's connected. Oh, shit.
Both of you just.
No, the look on our faces, the look on his face, he's had about half the show.
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
God. I was so not ready for that. That was great.
Dude, no,
that doesn't get old.
Dude.
Awesome.
Dude, that should never get old. The timing on that, I respect so much.
Pour your souse on that.
Oh, man.
So,
that was a spicy piece of information.
That was so funny. Spicy.
How often do you divulge that when you perform?
Oh, that's... I don't go up all that often, so I only have 7 minutes, and that's three-quarters of it.
All I can do that with is my thumb. That's fucking lame in comparison.
It's the same thing. In fact, I'm doing...
I can't even do that on the other thumb. I have that on one thumb.
I do have a question, though. Have you tried topical cream?
Why?
So it grows back.
I've tried to push it out. I've make something pop out. Yeah, but
Nothing?
but it works out because the girls love a stump job. Sorry, that was awful.
No, that was beautiful.
That's part of it.
No, it's actually not. Believe it or not.
You've heard of fisting. Now welcome to elbowing.
I've heard of busting. I've heard of busting kneecaps. I've never heard of busting with your kneecap. Oh man, that's new.
Yeah. So
can you just imagine? What do you want? The kneecap or the actual baseball bat? What do you want? The wood or the steel?
There you go. That's good. I like that.
Wood or the steel? I like that one.
Yeah, man.
See that we're having a writing session right here in front of you all.
Yeah, it's great.
That was awesome.
Oh man.
I don't know which of the 17 cameras am I looking at.
Now we got to race.
This one.
Now we got to race to see who tells that joke first.
Yeah, right.
That's why I don't like writing with other comics. They'll think of an idea, and then I'll be like, "Fuck."
Well, I've seen that.
I should have thought of that.
But that's always part of the conversation. I've seen guys do that. It's like, all right, you want that one? No, it's all right. No, you can have it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, you should have that one. You're the one with the bubble.
Oh no, that's the worst. I mean, I've co-written jokes before, and I'm like, yo, you want to do it? And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, do you want to do it? I'm like, yeah. And okay, we'll both do it. And if someone says you stole that joke from me, I'll say, no, we wrote it together. Ask them, and then we'll say, yeah, we wrote it together.
So
that's cool.
Do you know who Mike Favor is?
Who?
Mike Favor.
Mike Favor. I don't think
one
so.
of the funniest guys I've ever seen in my life. You should get him for one of your shows.
Okay.
Absolutely. This
info.
This guy can headline, bro. I'm telling you.
I need more headliners. Beautiful.
So he doesn't headline all the time, but I'm telling you, he can do it.
Okay.
So
Mike Favor.
Because the thing is, he's such a funny dude. I've told him, you have so many fire jokes, I'm gonna start calling you Hot Wheels. Like,
is he in a wheelchair?
Yeah, like he's got one where I don't want to give too much away of his set, but he's got one joke where he talks about the stairway to heaven, highway to hell. The man's on the accessible ramp to purgatory.
Oh, that's funny. That's
funny.
We have one of those token disabled comedians
he knows I
here,
love
too.
that joke.
Sean Elliott is his name. He gets around in a wheelchair, and I make fun of him all the time. He's on a wheelchair and he's black, so I'm like,
same.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
with this
really?
guy.
Yeah. So I make
Black
fun of
guy
him
in a
about it all the
wheelchair.
time. Yep.
Oh my God.
And he's on a wheelchair because he was shot 5 times. So I'm like, you're just like,
Dude,
you're giving me so much like ammunition to be racist against a black guy and who's disabled.
They
like,
should
I'm
have
having a
their
field
own
day.
show called Black Guys in Wheelchairs.
They should.
But that's why he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Okay, because this guy has cerebral palsy. So
okay.
For a totally different reason.
But that's
same thing. Just
So
same thing.
it's like
just
type 1 and
different
type 2
consequence.
diabetes.
Yeah,
It's like one you're
exactly.
born with, one you get.
Right.
Yeah, man.
This one of them was a gun.
Why don't you like wheel him here one day and I'll get Sean and we'll just.
Oh, dude.
It's like we're setting him up on a date.
He was on that show for my birthday that I told you about. Because the thing is, if you guys had a ramp, we didn't know about it. So it was like 4 of us.
There's no ramp.
Yeah, it was 4 of us taking him on stage.
Yep, we got to do the same thing here for him.
It was high as shit too.
Well, and imagine
We were right in the little room too.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's tough.
It was real high. Like we kind of plateau with him a little bit for like a second. He's like, I'm gonna die.
Just have the crowd like when they're crowd surfing, just like start in the back and then just like have everybody grab him and like push him up.
We actually.
I can't believe I just said that.
We actually. Excuse me.
he realized.
Through it.
Wheelchair, black. I'm gonna get canceled, bro. Holy shit. He was like, "Fuck, dude. There's so many things that can go wrong. Twitter, please." Or X. Sorry, Elon. Please don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Microchip me or something with the 4th booster. I don't know what they're talking about anymore.
Yeah, it's not even that. Like, give me a second. I kind of forget where I was going with it actually.
Wheelchair.
No. Oh, this is where I was going with it. So we actually had to stop his set early because he had to take a piss.
Really?
Yeah. Like, yeah, he had to go that bad. And I was like, dude, I just gave you the light. He's like, it has been a minute.
Holy moly.
Oh, man.
And he can't even run to the bathroom. Like,
yeah, man. Oh, man. He had a situation right there.
I bet.
Like, I think he ended up okay because, like, I didn't see anything, like, going down his leg or anything like that, which is always a good sign.
I would think so.
You know, I wouldn't want somebody to get embarrassed like
Dude,
that.
you never
what I
know.
mean?
These handicapped people got a lot of hidden spots, bro. Underneath that chair, bro. He could have a pee bag you don't even know about.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
100%. No, yeah, that'd actually be a good idea. Just a water bottle taped to his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, well, I'm almost...
Dude,
well,
he might have been laughing more
I'm
than the
done with
Swingers
that.
convention on that one.
So I saw a girl get face fucked in the elevator at the Swingers convention.
Did you?
Yes, me and my girlfriend. We went downstairs to get, because the first night they had midnight pancakes, which was banging. Night 2, they had midnight pizza. So we go downstairs to grab the pizza.
So there's sex and pancakes.
And pancakes.
Oh,
It
that's
was great.
beautiful.
Heaven.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Also, the second floor was the kink floor. There were electrical, fire. Someone took a Milwaukee drill gun
Fire
and took
kinks.
the drill off of it and put a dildo on it. I have a video of me shoot, but and just
Wait a minute. Wait, I got the drill part, but you have a video of you doing what?
no, just holding it
Oh,
and just
okay.
like ha 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 ha, not like.
Yeah, you
So-
can't, yeah. Whoa.
So we go in the elevator and there's this guy kind of standing like weird, like in the corner, just like. And I was like, oh, bro, got a little drunk. He's just trying to get up to his room. And by the way, it was back to school themed because this was in September.
Okay.
So I just see like a knee and like part of a schoolgirl skirt on the floor.
Oh, my
and then
I didn't even-
and then I started hearing. And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh. Good for, listen, yo, if doing it and making people.
I love how you heard it first before you saw it.
Listen. If making people watch is your thing, like I'm not gonna shame. Like they rented out an entire hotel. Like that was their safe space that I was in. You know what I mean? Like that'd be going to like a a comic circle and someone saying something offensive and going, "What the fuck? That's offensive!" Like, yo, that's the safe space. Like you're just You're a spectator here. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So I didn't do nothing about it. I was just like,
but you were already in the elevator, like it was already moving. Like you couldn't run.
Listen. The stairs said employees only, and I did not want to see what was going on in those stairways because that's a hidden area.
I'm not supposed to.
Oh no! I was like, hey babe, look that way.
He's got a story. He's got a story about orange juice there. So
orange juice?
Yeah.
Pina coladas?
Pina colada. Sorry.
Same thing.
Okay. So we found.
You get it.
So we found out that there was a slushy
this
machine.
This is a whiskey guy. I could tell.
Yeah, right.
And dude, look at the upside down head whiskey.
Upside down head.
Listen, Jameson is my favorite.
Yeah, no, bald with beard, upside down head.
No, I got it.
Listen, I'm gonna go bald by the age of. I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna look like Jamie Lee Curtis by the time I'm 30.
Dude, everybody else in my family went
with how much I make fun of. Like you gotta keep in mind, I'm 20 and all my friends are comedians. So my friends are like between 29 and like 40.
Right.
So the amount of times I'm like, ha, old. You pay taxes.
I need you to understand something. Everybody else in my family went bald around the age I am now. So I know listen, it's no, not went bald. Actually, went gray. Excuse me.
Oh, gray.
Listen, you're looking great. You got a luscious, colorful locks. Either way, pina colada.
It's just blonde because dude, I'm a swim instructor. It's just blonde because of chlorine. That's all it is.
Yo, free hair treatment. Actually, you get paid for the hair treatment.
Dude, I'm like Harley Quinn jumping in the thing of acid, just very slow. It's just very slow for me.
From which movie?
What was that? What's that one I'm thinking of where she does that?
The bad one.
God. Batman vs Superman, is it?
No, never mind.
Because that was a bad one.
I was talking I was talking about the original Suicide Squad with.
Yeah, it might have been Suicide
with the
Squad.
Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah, Suicide Squad. It was Suicide Squad. That was bad.
James Gunn's Suicide Squad. Great. First one. I didn't hate it, but I get why people hated it.
I hated it.
Bro, that was so good. John Cena got his own TV series out.
Dude, I still have to see Peacemaker. I've heard it's very good.
I've seen the first episode, and it was actually really funny.
Really?
It's got some funny. I thought there were some funny parts. I thought the show as a whole was a little weird, but yeah, there were some funny parts. But I thought Cena was good in it.
Okay, I love Cena as an actor. I mean, he's hilarious.
No, he's a great actor.
He is very good.
I mean, you've seen him speak in Mandarin, getting ice cream. You want to know
what the good thing? You want to know what the good thing about the strike is? We get to see him a lot wrestling again.
That's true.
Because it was a once in a while thing, and he was only scared, and he was doing like very basic matches because he was scared of getting injured.
Fair.
A lot of the reason why The Rock doesn't come back now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they make a lot of money in Hollywood, so it's like, God forbid you tear some shit, you can't do a movie.
They make way more in that than they do in wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But The Rock actually, fun fact, The Rock actually had an experience when he did WrestleMania like almost 11 years ago now, where he like tore his adductor straight off the bone.
Oh really?
And they actually had to push one of his movies back for that.
Oh. And then so I assume after that
because he tore that like a half hour into the match, and then he tore something else. Because he kept going.
And that's a big deal, pushing a movie back. There's a lot of contracts and money.
Because he kept going for like another 20 minutes.
Wow.
So
that's wild.
Yeah, he was fighting through torn abs like one WrestleMania main event.
Jesus Christ.
To the point where he actually tore something else on like the last bump he took.
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
I
love The Rock.
Something in his abs was cooking at that time.
Speaking of abs, you just reminded me.
I have none. John Cena's got a show called Peacemaker. I might get one called Pacemaker later on in life. I'm fucking using that. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was good. Did you need a pacemaker after those 40 push-ups?
You saw that? Oh, wow.
I have. Not only did I see it, I have an issue with it.
You're good.
Those were not push-ups, though. You were like bent, like you weren't doing like you're supposed to come close to the floor. Like you were. I don't know. You don't.
So
I wouldn't have qualified you for that.
I've had this issue. I do think I went pretty close to the top, but the reason why
you weren't straight.
Okay. The butt was in the air.
Yeah, your butt was in the air. Yeah,
got it.
You're disqualified.
Okay, that was the issue.
Do you want to redeem yourself?
I mean, I still got 40. So.
But they weren't true push-ups.
Dude, there's a lot of people that can't get 40 push-ups half my weight and with their butt twice as high. So
absolutely.
Let me just put that out there right
now.
All
right. How about I'll name your price to do 20.
Is there a way to put a camera on there?
On the floor? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if you could do that, like I'll do it. Sure.
You'll do 20? But what do you want for it? But true, I wanted. It's got to be
You-
real.
You,
Like
you can even give me the command if it's 20. Like down, up.
all right,
Like
that's
just to make it
that
that-
sounds like something he saw at
to make it
the
that- to make it
swingers
that legit.
hotel.
Yo, but this ain't the fitness gram pacer test. Down, up, 1.
No, I'm afraid I'll give you a heart attack, and then I don't want to have to give you mouth to mouth.
I already did 40.
I'll give you mouth to mouth. What?
I mean, he may not count it, but
Speak-
I'm impressed you saw that.
I do my research. You know, I got guests coming in. I got to find out who the hell these guys are.
Respect
Yeah,
the hell
man.
out of that.
No, I love that.
And then, of course, but we got 15 minutes left. I got to know how you got about Karen Krentz. Karen Krentz is a great comedian.
Oh yeah, he's been wanting to talk about Karen Krentz like the whole show. He's like, I'm in love.
She
with
was
Karen
a lot
Krentz.
of fun.
She is a lot of fun.
There was a point where she was like hot in her house. He probably got excited at that point.
Oh, I got excited just looking at her. Absolutely. Yeah.
She's a beautiful woman. She's beautiful.
Beautiful and funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and
She's
hilarious too, man.
Yep.
I met her at Eagles, Bob Pearsall's show. So that was the first night where I met her, and a little bit after that, I was like, "You want to come on the show?" She was like, "Yeah."
Just like that?
Yeah.
All right,
She was
I gotta
supposed
get
to
her
come
on
in studio,
Yeah, baby.
but she wasn't able to because she had to pick up one of her kids from hockey practice.
Damn kids getting away with everything.
I mean,
telling you.
I mean, listen. After we've been live, after having like one back and forth with her, I was like, oh, that's a comedian. I was like that, like that is a comedian.
She
I
is.
know
yeah,
you-
she's
I know
great.
you-
just
I
the
know
way
you
she,
don't-
just the way she shot the shit, and the way she carried herself. I was like, oh, this is like seasoned, like
Yeah.
knows what the fuck they're doing.
And that's
I
what,
didn't
and
know
that.
she'd been doing it for that long. I had no
She's
idea.
been around a while. Yeah.
I had
I
no
didn't know
idea
either.
it's been that long.
Yep.
I would have never known.
And that's what I like about your show, because your show is just hanging out bullshitting.
Yeah.
And I enjoy that. Do you don't do research on your guests, or you just
I have been lately. Tammy, I did my research.
sure?
Christy, all I really had was Instagram.
Okay.
So I didn't really do much.
Does she just put an album out?
Yeah, I did know she put an album out. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch the album because I'm kind of poor and trying to save my money.
I hear you.
So, that was why I didn't watch it. So I apologize for that.
How did you get Carletto?
Carletto, I talked to Johnny Lambros first.
Oh,
And I was like, "Do you think it would be a good idea?" He was like, "Yes, just talk to him very
but
professional."
let me backtrack even more. How did you know? Were you looking to get
How did
at one of the owners of Governors? Like, how did you even find Joe in the first place?
How did I know he was the owner? Johnny told me.
Oh, so
And I asked him about it, and then I looked for Joe Carletto. I was like, "Hey, like Johnny Lambros told me about you. Do you want to come on the show?" Because I've gotten comedy club owners before.
Oh, okay.
I've gotten Al Martin, who owns Broadway Comedy
Yep,
Club.
mhm.
Oh, awesome.
I
Yeah.
got on Donnie Zolden, who's a part owner of Stand Up New York.
Right.
And I got him on actually with John Borromeo,
Okay.
who is the chief of staff there. And I actually got James Altucher on one time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was actually a lot of the same thing. I just kind of reached out to him, and he was like, "Hit up this guy."
So you were looking to get one of the owners of Governors, and then Johnny told you gave you a name.
The reason
Okay.
why I started doing that, getting
It's a great idea.
owners, was because I recently actually had Jacob Williams from Wild 'N Out on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had him on. I had Maddie Smith on one time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, my shows are starting to get more views. And this was back when we were doing Facebook. So this is when I was sharing it a lot.
Right.
Because the one with Jacob probably got like the most out of anything. That probably got like somewhere between 1,500 and 2,000.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm starting to notice an uptick here, especially with the sharing. So, I get Maddie Smith, I get Al Martin, I get Donnie Zolden, John Borromeo comes on the same one. I start trying to bring other comics with me on the show so they share it. And just at that time, I was just experiencing like a big uptick. And our producer of the show, Ruben, he was like, if you can get 1,000 views consistently, you might be able to get sponsorship. And I was able to get it for a time.
Yeah.
But I could never get more than like 2 or 3 in a row when I was doing that. So that was why I decided to be like, yo, let's just fucking go on YouTube and see what we can get. And I mean, we've been getting more views slowly.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely been increasing. Subscribe to John Brecko on YouTube, by the way, if you want to watch the show. Shameless plug.
No, that's fine. I usually end the show with that anyway. I always ask the guests where they can
I've been
be found.
trying to get into the habit of that. That's
Yeah.
not something I've been very good with at any point. And I'm trying to be a little better with that.
Well, that's why they're coming on. They want to promote themselves, so got to,
Yeah.
they're helping us out, right, by being on our shows, so, got to share it. So.
That's why I even asked, Joe about the show. I was like, yo, let's call it Jersey Stench, where the armpit of New York meets the dandruff of New Jersey. And I was like, let me, bring some Long Island talent on. Maybe some Jersey guys can guest host every now and then. And, let's just all connect, man. Especially when I got him on the show, because he's been working so fucking hard with comedy, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to get himself out there, and it's a grind, man. And so, I
Love it.
think both of us could appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Especially because I remember when I was traveling up to New York like 3 days a week, going to the Grizzly Pear. I used to love doing the Comedy Mob open mic over there.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do it at the Grizzly Pear. It was free if you brought one person, and you had to get like a 1 drink minimum and stuff like that, which, that is what it is. You gotta have people getting stuff. So, but I remember going up to New York multiple times a week, man. I remember doing that. I remember driving around. I remember going to Bridgeport 2.5 hours for Manny Sierra's open mic. I remember all that stuff. I remember doing that Bringer show over in Comics Roadhouse. Over in Connecticut with Jeff Wade. I remember all that stuff, and it doesn't go lost on me, and I appreciate the work you're doing, and just the fact that I've been able to be on podcasts and on the radio more. That was what I wanted to do coming out of college originally, So, it's been a good year, man. Definitely, just getting out there, getting to different stations, getting to different podcasts. Having a mic in front of my face, this is fun, man. This is fun,
and it's fun, and it's good, meeting each other and the guests, because you never know where it'll go. It'll lead to. I've met some tremendous people, from being in here.
Here's the thing, what I've kind of realized a little bit, because this used to, radio and comedy, just being in entertainment, used to be all I wanted to do.
Okay.
And I have had a couple bad experiences, in my time, when I worked out in a radio station 20 minutes from AC, that was pretty bad experience. I actually brought 3 people from Long Island out there. Kristen Tinsley was one of them.
Oh.
She could tell you about this experience when she went all the way down there, and, the radio show host I had was just, he was rude to them. He was rude to me for bringing them on. And I'm like, I just got you 3 comics from Long Island.
Sure.
To drive all the way out 20 minutes from AC. And you want to sit here and give me shit after what I'm trying to do for your show? I've gotten Jacob Williams to appear on your show. I've gotten Kenrell Conrad, a singer that has a pretty decent following over in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
To call in on your show. No, I haven't gotten you, the 70s, 80s, 90s guys you want.
Right.
Because that's what the station was themed, in fairness. But I'm still getting you guests with decent followings.
What was his issue?
Part of it was that I didn't tell him.
Oh.
Which, it did kind of throw you for a loop. But I'm like, hey, these guys drove 3 hours out here for
right.
you.
Absolutely.
You have people that you could talk to during your segments, and
right.
you could kind of have fun with it.
Right.
And, it was that, and then he just pretty much just got to insulting me, saying you're not even really a good sidekick on the show.
Oh, wow.
And I went there on Monday, because I thought my check was coming Tuesday, which didn't. And Monday, I remember being there the Monday after. We didn't talk the entire time. The only time I said anything was when I was doing news. And I blocked him from all my stuff because, I didn't, I'm like, this guy just showed me how toxic he was. So I didn't want anything to do with him outside of the show. And before I leave, I was like, you need anything else from me? And he goes into this whole rant about how I'm shitposting about him because I blocked him. I was like, I haven't said anything about you. And I was like, here, you can look at my phone and everything. Throws my phone across the room.
Wow.
He had these maracas where he had a whole segment. I knocked them straight into him, and we're in each other's face.
Oh shit!
I'm ready to punch this guy in the face because he possibly just broke my phone. This was before I was, this was before I had enough money to afford a case.
Right.
And I quit Amazon 2 months before that, so I was really struggling. Me and Abby were in a bad way a couple years ago. So, probably the fact that we didn't have to pay rent because we live in New Jersey, that kind of saved us a little bit. But
wait, you don't have to pay your rent when you're in New Jersey?
You didn't during COVID.
Oh, that's right.
No kidding, really? That was I didn't know they did that.
They gave forgiveness on it, and they kind of put everything on not on the back end, but they put it all together through a year and a half.
Wow.
That was how they did it.
So you're telling them you're still...
I was lucky to have that, and I was lucky to have my parents at the time, man, who, were, helping cover for me, trying to get me on my feet. I was lucky to have a support system because I don't know what we would have done if it weren't for those two things. Those last few months.
Right.
So, but we got through it. I saw that my money wasn't there, when I woke up that Tuesday morning. So I was like, fuck this, I'm not going. So, yeah, that was that. That was actually how I became a swim instructor, too. And found something else I could love. So either you're going to do something you love, or you're going to find something else that you end up caring about.
Oh, you have to. Yeah.
And I realized that, while I've been on this journey, because again, this is all I ever wanted to do, and finding that something else, I needed that along with it, because it gets depressing, man, and it was hard to deal with, but I still love this just as much as I used to, which is why I put out all those feelers, which is why I want to connect with those people, which is why I'm willing to drive and be in my car for 4.5 hours straight, picking him up, cutting through New York traffic to go here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the grind, baby.
I mean,
it is. It's more about pay. It's more about just a paycheck. It really is.
You gotta love it, and you gotta have something you love, man.
Yeah.
And if you find something else along the way, which I learned that that's great. But I want to keep this as a part of my life, which again is why I try to reach out through all those feelers, and why I try to make all those connections, and why I do shows when I can. I'm not able to a whole lot these days, but that's why I try to do what I can to be on the radio and be on stage. I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best.
I mean, it's fun.
It's a good outlet.
That's why I'm trying to make a whole ass career out of it. That's why I got my never say no rule.
I respect that. It's just these days I have to say no a little bit more because I'm working, bro.
That's fair. I mean that's why I'm utilizing my age because I'm lucky. I have a low cost of living. I don't pay to live at home. Mm-hmm. My mom buys the groceries.
Yep.
I live. It's great.
Nice.
I pay for Crunch Fitness, Spotify, and Apple iCloud storage every month. I pay $50.
Golf clap.
I pay $60 in bill. That's not a flex. I'm just saying.
But it's true. But
it's like you were 20 once. It's like you were in the same boat.
Right. This is the age. This is the time where you can start getting yourself out there, because you're going to get to a point where you won't be able to do that.
Because here's the thing. Because so many people, they go through college, are like, oh well, I'm going to focus on partying and I'm in school, and then after college I'll start comedy. But then after college you got to get a job.
Fun fact:
you got to pay your rent.
I has to come into work late to be here.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You got to pay your rent. You got to pay your groceries. You got to pay your bills, your taxes,
right?
Car insurance.
So this is the time to chase those dreams now.
Because not only is it if I don't make it by 23, I'm fucked. It's not even that. It's just if you start when you're 23 or 22 and fresh out of college. Now you're just starting to build your network. Now you're the new guy,
right? And
you have to get a job and get all these finances, and you're putting all this energy towards just keeping your head above water instead of doing the thing you love.
Right.
For me, it's by the time I'm 23, I'm gonna have been doing it for 6 years at that point, 5-6 years at that point.
Hey, you know what? I'll say this: I can afford the gas to come down here now. So.
Listen, Liz, I am getting a car
helps.
soon. I'm getting a car soon. I got a min-wagey job that I've been saving money with. I'll be able to start driving myself around soon enough.
Because of that.
But
good, because he's going to ask you for a ride here.
At that time, just to put it in perspective, there was a high school game. I was still working for BCB at the time. There was a high school game 20 minutes away from me. I couldn't afford it because of gas.
Oh, wow.
Really?
It was that bad.
Wow.
I couldn't afford to go to that game 20 minutes away because gas was too much.
Fuck.
I didn't have enough in my account.
Oh, this is COVID time, right?
Yeah, this is COVID time. This is 2021. This is after I left.
So this is $6 gas. This is $5 gas we're talking about.
No, it wasn't even that.
Oh, it was still the cheap $1.75 gas?
No, it wasn't that cheap. It was maybe $3.
Okay, so not bad.
Yeah, so it got worse as time went on, but nah, man.
Welcome
Well-
to Joe Biden's America.
Well,
You always got to whip that out somewhere.
I'm glad you did make the trip. I appreciate the guys who made the trip. Next time, I promise, lunch is on me because I did tell you I have to. I mean, we're just about our time's up, and I do have to split anyway, which I did tell you in advance.
Yeah, you
but
did.
next time, I'll make sure that I don't have anything going on, and I'll definitely.
Don't worry about
I'm
it.
looking forward to the next time, man.
Absolutely,
This is a lot of
we
fun.
got to do this
Yeah.
again, and we'll talk during the week. So
Yeah, I would
one more
love to.
time, where can they find the show?
You can find Hot Tag Takes on HamiltonRadio.net, I believe, Channel 2, if I'm not mistaken. You can find it there. You can also, we live stream on YouTube, all our episodes, so you can also find it there. Like, subscribe. Really does help with the algorithm if you interact with the shows, everybody. We have a goal. We're trying to get to 250 subscribers by the end of April, and we're hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of the year.
Okay.
That's what we want to do, and I'm hoping I can expand the show.
Nice.
Also, and I can just expand us in general.
I think
And
it's
be
very
able to
doable, man.
Give the shows that network, give everybody another platform in general.
Right.
To be able to come on.
And PJ, where can they find you?
You can find me. What's going on, Cutie Patooties? Now I'm looking at the camera. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, what's up? It's your boy PJ. How you doing? Come out to a show. You know what I'm saying?
This is the first time I've looked at the camera the entire
Yeah, I know.
show.
Now I'm just looking at the camera. I'm just staring directly into the soul. Listen, you can find me anywhere. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter are all at the PJ Morin. ThePJMorin. On YouTube, you can find me. Just look up PJ Morin. I'm probably going to change the picture at some point, but the picture is me doing this. So just
That's pretty weird when you do that into a mic.
no, I know. So just rewind.
Yeah.
So rewind what I just did. Like rewind it, pause it, look at that face, and then go on YouTube. Look at PJ Morin. You'll see me doing that face with shorter hair, like down to here. That's me, pal. Watch
Sorry I took up most of the last bit of the time with the soliloquy. I just
dude, no, that was motivational, dude. I have a semi right now. That was beautiful.
Whoa. And
You're
are
the
you?
only one.
Are you? Yeah. Mine went deeper in. Do you any gigs this weekend you want to push?
You know what? I'm actually I was supposed to do this show next weekend, but today I'm making the flyer on the 28th. We're doing a spooktacular little showcase show at the Garwood Rest in Garwood, New Jersey. There's gonna be there's gonna be a costume contest, so bring your best costume. Best costume wins. I haven't even thought of the.
Cool if I show up as Zorro if I go.
Yeah, go ahead, dude. But I don't know what the winning thing yet is. I don't know if it's a free ticket to another show or a few drinks or food, but it'll be something like that.
Either one of those works.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, cool. Thank you, guys. This was a lot of fun. Quickly before we go, here you can see on the governor's stage this weekend, Carrie Karavis will be here. So Wednesday there's a private fundraiser. Carrie Karavis, Chris Monty, Amy Miller, Fat Jay, Mary Capone, John Ziegler. But this weekend on a governor's stage, so you got Joey Cola doing his comedy seminar here in the Giggle Room this weekend. He'll also be at McGuire's this weekend. Ed Bassmaster is playing governors this weekend. Vic DiBattista, Mike Keegan, Dan Larocco, Luke Pizzioni, Sean Kearns, Chrissy Marr or Chrissy Mayer? You know
I think it's Mayor.
It's Mayor, right?
I've heard the name.
The only
before.
person
I know
I'm-
that
Yeah,
is.
she's part of Kumia's Compound Media, I think.
Yeah.
The only
No, I know
person
who
I've
that
met
is.
on that list is Mike Keegan, and he was cool as hell.
Mike Keegan is awesome.
Yeah,
You know Mike?
man.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah,
is
show
awesome.
here. I
Yes,
checked
he
this
does.
show
I
out,
did a
too.
show with him at Scotty's one time.
Oh, Mike is. He's one of those people where you're like, how is this guy not a household name? He's
Right?
that funny on stage.
I
He
said
really
the same
is.
thing when I met him. I was like, dude, I'm dying right now. This is great.
Yeah, and such a great guy off stage. Also on the governor's stage at McGuire's this weekend, the Aragona Comedy Suffolk Comedy Contest. And then also here at Governor's this weekend is some Days of Our Lives, guys.
Is that John Butera's show?
That is John
Argona's?
Butera's show.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
John
No, I recognize a couple of those names.
Yeah.
You said Vic DiBetto was there too,
Vic
right?
DiBattista, which he's a Jersey guy,
He
isn't
is
he,
a
Vic?
Jersey guy.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
So-
I've heard that name before.
Oh, yeah.
DiBattista,
The
DiBattista.
bread and milk guy.
Yeah. So you want to know something funny about that
They're
before
so
we go?
young. Yeah.
So my fiance Abby, she works for Robert Wood Johnson, their gym chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she does graphic design for them. Vic DiBattista is a member. He actually goes to the Freehold one.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, man.
Should get video of him like
working out, and we'll play it on
Oh,
here.
she fucking should.
That would be funny.
That'd be funny for everybody.
Oh, you know,
kidding?
You know, it'd be funny if I just summarized the story in 5 seconds. So I walked into the room, I poured the pina colada, but in the bed behind me, 2 feet behind me, there was a girl being held down by 4 people, and a guy was beating her up with one of those rosebud vibrators. And at the same time that I finished pouring the pina colada, she finished. I brought that pina colada out to my girlfriend. I started pouring myself another one. A girl starts going down on the girl that just finished. I finished the pina colada, slowest pina colada machine in the world. And then the girl who was eating out the girl gets up, goes out to the hallway. There was a guy who offered me Coke earlier in the night. She slapped that guy in the ass, brought him to his room, and I wanted to warn him about the fish lips.
He's
but
from
like
New
maybe
York.
that was
You're
her
not supposed
thing.
to talk faster than him.
No, I understood the words he was
Yeah,
saying.
I
I just don't
understood
know
too.
what he's talking about.
Yes.
That's the swingers convention.
Oh, I was like, where?
Oh, I was flashing back to pina colada.
Right. That much I got, and then the rest of it.
That was the pina colada story.
No.
Yeah,
Got
no. Listen, she was wearing a schoolgirl outfit, spread out on the bed, medieval style.
pretty
People
hot.
holding her down per limb, like, "Oh, you're doing so good, sweetie."
Stop
Well, a
caressing
guy
my
has
arm.
like a rosebud vibrator, just. Bzzz.
Holy moly! Wow.
That's a hell of a way to end your show.
I would have a heart attack because I'm old now. I would have a heart attack being there. I'm having a heart attack just hearing that.
Hell yeah!
But it's a great
Start
story.
the
I
show
loved
called
it.
Give it up for being
Pacemaker
20. Any 20-year-olds in the audience?
I'm jealous. Yeah. So if you need information on, how to join the Swingers Club, the Poconos, contact
At
TJ.
the PJ Morin.
All right, we're out of here. Steve Squared tonight at 6:30. I don't know if the word is on at 8, but they're supposed to be. And we're back here tomorrow. Fat Jay is coming back. Fat Jay has not been here in a few months. He's coming back here
I
tomorrow.
performed with him before too.
Oh, Fat Jay is fantastic. I'm excited that he's coming back. There is no Hershey and the Keeks tomorrow. Tomorrow night they're not on. But all the usual stuff going on this week. All right, we're out of here. We'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday Trivia with Fat Jay. Thank you guys once again.
Thank you, man.
This was
Great
a lot of
show.
fun.
I had a great time.
20-year-olds
All
in
right.
schoolgirl outfits. Let's go.
We're out of here. Hang on, I'm not out here. Where's the video I need to play? Where'd it go? There it is. All right, see you guys later. See ya.
What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
Had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today. What will you experience at a